Hello there. You are listening to The Free Phils with me, your host, Phil Wainwright. Joining me in the studio, we have Big Phil Philson, former football manager and current prisoner, and of course voted Pacifist magazine's most likely to stay out of it. That's right, it's talent agent extraordinaire, Phil the Money Morrison. Now, listeners, those of you that have had a chance to catch our previous show will recall that caller number 1 is no longer alive, owing to what the prison service have termed an incident. As such, we would just like to take a moment and listen to the best of caller number 1 on the show in his remembrance. So please, if you're ready, DJ, take it away. Caller number 1, no time for your name, but what would you like to say?
Well, if I can't say my name, then I want to say this. Big Phil Philson is totally out of control. He keeps standing outside my house, outside my property, and there's all empty packets of drugs strewn everywhere.
Caller number 1, you're live on the air with the Free Phils. What would you like to say?
Well, I find it ironic that a bag for life is the tool of choice for self-asphyxiation enthusiasts. That's ironic to me. But I have also called in to discuss Big Phil Philson. Hi there. I've called in every show. Can I just say my name now?
No, caller number 1. There's no time for that. Please just tell us if absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Well, I think it probably does. I mean, orphans always seem to go on about their missing parents. But I think Big Phil Philson needs to be absent from my life. And he duct taped me. I'm sick of it. I don't want to be duct taped and I don't want him to sniff my bike seat.
Big Phil Philson, caller number 1. You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you may say can be given in evidence against you. Do you understand your rights?
Why am I being taken? I've not done anything wrong. He's been sniffing my seats and he's been doing all these crazy things.
Shut up, Duck. We're both in it now. He's winged me macro, PD.
I'm stuck in prison. I'm stuck in this bloody prison because of that fucking maniac, Big Phil Philson. Well, why do you continue to give him a platform? He's a seat sniffer. Anyway, none of this is important, Mr. Wainwright. You've got to get me out of here. Big Phil Philson's been spreading rumours. He told the most dangerous gang in the prison that I'm against them. He says it's some sort of practical joke, but it's not a joke. None of them find it funny. They're gonna fucking kill me, Mr. Wainwright.
Well, there you have it, listeners. For the last time, we apologise for the strong language of caller number 1. Well, Mr. Wainwright, we sure did have some great times with caller number 1 on the show, didn't we, man? Yes, Phil the Money Morrison. Yes, we did. But now I've been informed the show must go on. Even when people are no longer alive, shows must go on. Shortly, our very special guest, very special indeed, will be joining us. None other than Barrack Obama will be joining us in the studio, listeners. And this is a real landmark occasion for the Free Phils, a very special guest segment. Phil the Money Morrison, I think we're going to start with you first. How on earth did you land this interview for us on the show?
Well, Mr. Wainwright, it was all a question of being in the right place at the right time. I don't really remember where I was or when it happened, but a guy called me and he said, Phil the Money Morrison, I'm Barrack Obama, and I want to fly you over to my White House. So, of course, I jumped at the opportunity. I hopped in a plane and got right to it. As soon as we touched down on the tarmac in Sweden, I headed straight into Stockholm, where I was confronted by this guy's beautiful townhouse, completely painted in white. And he explained to me that the 44th President of the United States had taken his name, his identity, and perhaps worst of all, Mr. Wainwright, he took the man's ideas.
Wait, Phil the Money Morrison, what are you talking about? Who exactly is coming into my studio today?
settle down, Mr. Wainwright. Settle down a little bit there, buddy. I understand the confusion. A lot of people are confused, but what you don't understand, Mr. Wainwright, is that the real Barack Obama is Swedish. He's a Swede. That's just a matter of fact. And he will prove it today here on the Free Phils. The same way that I proved to you that under very specific and certain conditions, pigs can indeed fly.
Phil the Money Morrison, as you well know, you proved no such thing. You simply tossed a perfectly good hog roast off the top of our studio building, and it landed in between a synagogue and a mosque, resulting in a string of donations having to be made by our producer, along with our sincere apology for your existence in the world. So please, Phil the Money Morrison, please after today stop trying to prove things. It's affecting me and communities. Okay, listeners, I'm hearing in my ear that this man is ready to come in and do the show, so we may as well have him in and hear him out. Welcome to the show, Mr. Obama.
Well, Mr. Wainwright, it's great to be on the show with you. I like the Free Phils quite a lot. I'm liking the show.
Right, Obama. My first question, of course, Mr. Barack Obama, why do you think that you are the real Barack Obama? I mean, I think it is worth mentioning that to the listeners, because they can't see you, that you do look very Swedish. I think we should just mention that at the start. You look very, very Swedish.
Welly, Mr. Wainwright, I don't really understand at all, actually, what that has to do with anything. I understand why you mention it, but it shouldn't be a problem at all that I look Swedish, I am Swedish. What does any of that matter? The man that you call a president stole my name and my ideas. I was going to be the first Swedish president. Quite frankly, Mr. Wainwright, I think it is high time we had a Swedish president of these United States of America.
Well, I suppose, Barack Obama, but shouldn't the President of America be American? Isn't that something that voters might look for in an American president?
Well, Mr. Wainwright, far be it from me to call you the one who is the bigot, Mr. Wainwright, but I believe that everyone should get a go to be the President of America. In Sweden, we simply call it sharing.
Okay, yes, I agree, Mr. Obama. But what did the real Barack Obama actually steal from you? Because surely two people can have the same name and the same ambition to be President of the United States of America.
I'm really getting sick of you, Mr. Wainwright. You know, it is really driving me crazy because what I'm trying to tell you is I am the real Barack Obama, yeah? He copied my name, and maybe you might remember his famous debate where he stole my ideas. You see, Mr. Wainwright, it was me that come up with the idea to run against the horses, yeah? We was going to run against them, to start a campaign of propaganda, the same way that the horses propaganda against us. You know, tap into man's natural fear of the horse, because who really likes horses and their cunty little hooves? I have to say, Obama, I don't recall you explaining to me when I met you in Stockholm that you were against ponies. I mean, that don't seem right to me. For the longest time, man has travelled on the backs of these noble creatures, these magnificent beasts. I mean, what I'm trying to say is I like horses, Obama. Don't fall for that horse shit, Phil the Money Morrison. That is simply pony propaganda. They hate us, Phil the Money Morrison. They even use their wicked propaganda to convince us to put their filthy fecal matter on our beautiful rose bushes. I mean, think about it, Phil the Money and the Morrison. Why would you want to put poo onto the bushes, yeah? You wouldn't want to do that in Sweden. You wouldn't want to do that in the United States of America. It was a good plan, but Obama stole my idea idea. He was the one who then said that horses should not be in the military, and that took all my idea away from me. Now, people will only remember that I wanted to be first Swedish president, and it's not enough. So it really annoyed me. And of course, everybody against horses, but African Americans, they just vote for Obama because they don't like Swedish people. What? What? What did you just say? We can't have that. We can't have racially charged language on the show. Phil the Money Morrison, you're going to have to get this character out of the studio. He's not the real Obama. I won't believe it. Mr. Wainwright, you are the one who is the bigot, no? You are against the Swedes. You are a horse lover. You are a dirty little horse lover, Mr. Wainwright, yeah? Get him out of here, Phil the Money Morrison. Come on now, you gotta go, Obama. Come on, you gotta go, Obama. Get out of here. You cannot be saying stuff about ponies and African Americans. It ain't right, is what it ain't. I'm sorry, Mr. Wainwright. I really did think that guy was the real Barack Obama. I was taken in by his charisma and storytelling. I mean, I don't know what to do now. Whatever, Phil the Money Morrison. It doesn't really matter. I think we're just going to have our producer do the vetting now for guests. There will be full background checks done on guests now before they come into the studio and say things like that. I'm hearing in my ear that Big Phil Philson is on the line. Big Phil Philson, what did you think of that interview of sorts? I'll be honest with you, Mr. Wainwright. I stopped listening as soon as I found out that he was Swedish, like. I mean, like most ordinary people, I'm completely against Swedish, you know. I'm against the Swedes. It were Swedes giving me trouble the other day when I called you in. They were getting rowdy, you know. And I don't know if you know this, Mr. Wainwright. I don't know if you know this, Phil the Money Morrison. I mean, you're a man of the world, like, aren't you, Duck? But I don't know if you know this, but when they make a sandwich, they don't use 2 slices of bread, Mr. Wainwright. I can't really put any finer points in it than that, you know. It's just wrong. I mean, they'll sort of put meat on bread, you know, and then they won't close it. It's just sort of left open. Naked, if you like. I mean, it's not right to me. I mean, these Swedes, they've got no morals, Mr. Wainwright. Right, I didn't know that, Big Phil Philson. So, yes, I didn't know that. Had I have known that man did those sorts of things with sandwiches and said those sorts of things, I would have never have allowed that filthy Swede into our studio. But please, Big Phil Philson, I would like you to tell us about how things are going in this prison. Well, it's been all right, like, Duck, in the prison, you know. It's not too bad, really, Mr. Wainwright. I told you, I think, last time about all the practical jokes, you know, that we do in here, like. A lot of practical jokes. I told you when I tampered with the lads' tea, didn't I, you know? Messing about with their drinks I were, putting sugar in them and that. And I told you about when they destroyed Caller Number One's body forever, didn't I? And, you know, I told you as well, you know, about all the jokes. And I did another little joke, Mr. Wainwright, you'll be glad to know, to try and get on with everybody. Like. I did another little bit of banter with them. Big Phil Philson, what have you done this time? I keep trying to explain to you, these are not jokes. These are serious incidents. What has happened? Oh, you calm down, Mr. Wainwright. It's nothing bad, like. You know, I've not been anywhere near their beverages. I've let their beverages be this time, Duck. But I tried to sort of get into their sense of humour, you know, to try and be better friends with them, like. And I didn't get their last joke, but I thought I'd try and get into that style of humour. So I sort of broke away a bit of concrete from my cell wall, and I sort of went marching down the wing like, and went in and bludgeoned 5 of my fellow inmates with this bit of concrete like, until they just sort of stopped moving, you know, and then the light faded out of their eyes. So that was, you know, I thought that was in keeping with their sort of humour. But you know, I mean, I don't know if I've done it right. I must have done the punchline wrong or something, because they didn't even laugh, Duck. They just sort of went stiff and turned blue. I mean, if you like a joke, you laugh, don't you, Duck? You know, you don't turn blue. I don't get that.
Big Phil Philson, for crying out loud, you've done a spree of vengeance. That's not a joke. There will be serious repercussions for this action, I would imagine. You could lose access to extra commissary or something, possibly, for that.
No, Mr. Wainwright, it's not that serious, Duck. I mean, it's just a bit of banter, like I keep telling you, Duck. I mean, look, even if you're right, Mr. Wainwright, you know, it takes a big man to admit when he's wrong, you know. Although, to be fair, Mr. Wainwright, it takes an even bigger man to break a lump of concrete off of his cell wall, hold another man down, and then just bludgeon him until he stops moving. I mean, that takes quite a large man as well, to be fair, Duck. I mean, you know, I've had a lot of time in this prison to sort of think about life, Mr. Wainwright, you know, and think about the second half of my life. They used to say that in the game, Duck. They used to say, "Here, Big Phil Philson, the game of football is a game of two halves, Duck." But personally, I could only ever take part if I'd had 7 full pints and a little go of my crack pipe as well, you know. That just centred me to sort of receive and give the ball in a good way on my crack, you know. So, I mean, that's how I feel about it, but that saying, I suppose it does ring true later on in life, you know.
I see, Big Phil Philson, so you're saying that you feel you're in the second stage of your life now?
No, Duck, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that I can't take part in life unless I'm under the influence of drink and drugs.
OK, Big Phil Philson, I think we're going to leave it there for today, but thank you for your contribution to the show and your update on life in this prison. OK, listeners, we have just a few moments now for us to do the news. We can go to the news and hear a story. Torn from last week's headlines is this. A UK official was asked if he believes in the online popular conspiracy theory that Ronald McDonald had his fingerprints on the 9/11 attacks. The official had this to say in response. As a civil servant focusing on domestic policy, I simply have no time to discuss foreign affairs. I am far more interested in who people are sleeping with in my own country. You've been listening to The Free Phils with me, your host, Phil Wainwright. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.